So hello guys, this is day number 18 of our daily English speaking challenge, and today I'm gonna talk about my favorite bikes. So most of us like bikes from our childhood. Actually, like some of us had a different favorite bike in their childhood, but now they like a different bike, and in future also they will like another different bike. And the reason behind it is that in childhood you tend to like certain things which your peer groups or someone elder like something, then it is seen that you also so kind of like that thing, whether it may be anything, any toy, or any kind of materialistic thing, or any kind of even ideology also. Kids are tend to follow elders or follow their peers, so the choices of which bike they actually find attractive can also be just copied. But as the kids grow up, and they as they come in their teenage or into the adulthood, they tend to think about themselves, or and here at this stage their choices also changes, and and now uh, and now at some extent their choices uh, their choices even becomes of their own, not fully, but their choices starts to become of their own. So so let's coming back to my topic. So which are my favorite bikes? So if you ask me about my favorite bike, uh, uh, so actually there is not a single bike which is my favorite. Actually, as you know, there are a lot of types of bikes. The first type of bike we know of is sports bike, and the second type of bike we know of is the cafe rider type of bike. So the best cafe rider that I know is actually there are a lot of expensive bikes, but the one I love is Gorilla from Royal Enfield. It's a Gorilla. It has the 450cc engine. Actually, some people will disagree and will say that Royal Enfield has the better cafe rider bike, which is the GT650. But actually, I don't see GT650 as a very much practical bike, because it has a 650cc engine, but on some like but on Indian roads you will not be able to use the capacity of 650cc engine 90% of the time, because only 10% of the time when you are driving on a very good conditioned highway, then at that time you can use that 650cc engine. But such situation will come less than 10% in most of the people's life. So I don't see any practical use case of GT650, especially in India. Okay, and so my favorite cafe rider bike is Gorilla from Royal Enfield. Actually, I am very sleepy right now, but also I wanna make this video. And so let's come to another type of bike, which is the sports bike. So in sports bike, I actually like uh, Kawasaki Ninja ZX 10R. Actually, this bike is pretty expensive. It is of around 15 lakhs on road price, and its higher variants can go up to 18 to 20 lakhs also. Actually, one of the YouTuber I know of, that YouTuber name is Kestu, and his real name is Aditya Sharma. Actually, he owns this bike. He owns ZX10R from Ninja Kawasaki. Okay, actually, and he also owns a car which is I think Harrier. Actually, I don't remember, but I think it's Harrier. And there are a lot more categories of the bike, but I don't like another type of bikes. I only like these two categories of bikes. First one is cafe rider bikes, and the second one is sports bike. So that's what I just wanna talk about in this video. So let's meet tomorrow, which will be day number 19th.